is where we ask people maybe to think about what they're buying, because there are other options other than down. Same with the fur, as you know, too. It's pretty horrific what the animal goes through. I know it's good to be warm here in Winnipeg, but
there's also like other alternatives to be wearing something else, definitely. And I think it's worse when you get it as a gift, right? Because you feel obligated to wear something that somebody gifted you, but then when you find out about the cruelty, like how does that make you feel?
It still makes me feel bad, but also
yeah, you could always give it away to a sanctuary to help rehabilitate animals and keep them warm. That's another way to pay it forward. What I did, I had a really hard time because I actually had a guest jacket that had fur on it, and it's made out of wool. And I'm even having a hard time second-handing it to somebody because I'm worried that if I give it to somebody second-hand, it's almost like promoting for someone else to buy a beautiful jacket like that, right? Because like, let's say I see your jacket and I think it's beautiful, and then I'm like, oh, well, I want Canada Goose too. It's just like a horrific industry like that we just shouldn't support anymore. So maybe in the future, like now that you know like what happens to the animals kind of thing. Hey, Bubba's. Yeah, and this is my mini pig, Bubba. Yeah, he's almost a year old. He'll be a year old in April.
1 year? 1 year old?
Yeah, and this is as big as he'll get. Yeah. So yeah, we're just promoting like a vegan lifestyle and to think. Do you eat animal products as well?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of switching to plants?
My sister's a vegan.
Oh, that's great. So like she probably tells you all the time like how it's healthy for you and.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Yeah. Have you thought about switching and like?
I tried it for a little bit.
Yeah.
While she was visiting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't. It's a little harder for me. But,
do you live on your own or do you live with your parents? Like, do you cook for yourself?
I live with my mom, but I cook for myself.
Okay, great. And do they consume animals as well?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, so that must be hard for you, eh? Like, if you were to think to switch, like, you would probably have to get your own groceries and cook your own mock meat and stuff like that. Yeah. Would you like some recipes maybe to take home? Maybe your mom will decide to.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
My sister, she's like I said, she's a vegan.
Yeah.
She even started up her own like Instagram.
That's great.
Cooking and stuff. So.
Oh, that's so good for her. Yeah, well that's awesome.
Here's a card. If you ever want to, you look at this 22 days of full support. And there's also some other like things that will be helpful to you if you're thinking about it. Your sister may even want to have this card. There might be some things she might find useful as well.
There's a 22-day challenge on there, so you get a coach, like a mentor, and then recipes and someone to talk to, and they walk you through the whole 22 days because they say 22 days is what forms a habit. So like, you know, working out or anything, right? Quitting smoking, like you have to kind of get over that little hump and then it always gets easier. And the vegan community is super, super supportive as well. Yeah, no problem. Have a great day. Yeah, he's wagging his tail. He likes you.
Screaming, squealing from the road. I can hear them. And there's people in there that have to do that work, that have no choice. I feel for them. They're new, a lot of them are new to Canada, and they have no other option, right? And that's taking advantage of it. So on so many levels, it's just so bad.
Well, and what bothers me is, like, obviously I see the tools that they use and it's
Like
very inhumane. And as a consumer, right? Well, no, very violent. Very. Obviously, like, anybody else here wouldn't know exactly what tool they use, but like, their ribs, disgusting. It's disgusting what they use. How they're doing there. They do it like that, but they also stun them.
Yes.
They shoot a bullet into their head. We ship them those bullets. And I feel like an asshole.
Yeah, well,
right?
okay, well, there's ways to offset it. So, you know, but it was like who knows, right? You do like about like don't overwhelm it.
No. But it's very messed up.
It is.
It's very.
It is changing. I can tell you, 10 years ago, we would not be having this conversation. I could go to a restaurant and ask if there's anything vegan or vegetarian.
Well, AW came in.
I know.
Yes, actually, when it came up.
Come on, it's good. Wasn't it?
It was okay.
Okay.
No.
Didn't come when she was
She didn't like it. It was so mushy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was mushy, but I also don't really like burgers, so
But
like.
who knows? Maybe they're cook it right here. Like from all different. But anyway, no, it's all good. You guys will be. You'll a bit of a year from now. You'll be saying, "Yeah, I can't believe we were actually talking about it. Here we are. We've been doing it."
Well, I've been confident. Seriously, like it'd be.
Like, I'm not even talking.
Well, you can even join groups like this. You know, the Winnipeg Humane Society has a farm animal committee that started up. Our main focus is going to be trying to educate the public before slaughter in Canada. But there's other options other things that we're trying. There's groups starting up all over the place. You can start your own. Yeah, everyone's doing it now. Or even just letter writing campaigns. Make your voice heard.
For me, it actually helped because I started doing like outreach and activism like right when I went vegan. So and it helped me like stay on track through those hard times. Like it really
helps you get it all out too.
Yeah, it does.
It feels like a burden sometimes. Not expecting you guys to come out, but you know, just your own personal choices is a great thing.
Yeah, it's all Google Docs and
Be the
stuff.
light.
It's so gross.
I know, I don't want to.
I know it's hard to see. So yeah, it is.
I already know all that. It's just my mom's been like basically vegan for like
Nice.
just because she watched Under the Cove. Have you heard of that?
Oh, is that the one with the dolphins? No, I haven't watched it.
And she literally hasn't. She never ate meat anyway. Like she was always vegetarian, but she would eat like salmon. She ate tuna all the time.
Yeah.
And as soon as she watched that, she has not had anything since. And that was like a good 10 years ago.
Yeah. It's a sometimes.
I've just known about all of this for so long that like it doesn't even taste good when I have it. So
Yeah.
there's no point.
Yeah.
And so that's what will happen with the cheese eventually. There are recipes out there, and I know people that make it, and it's actually good. I've tried it a couple times, but I'm lazy. I'll just I'll just make some hummus.
I'll live off hummus.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Hummus becomes your best friend.
That's why you get so thin.
When I went vegan, it was just like right away.
Yeah, it's healthy too.
Yeah, I started throwing out everything I got. I already know it.
Okay, well, take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Oh, and it's gonna go bite her tail. I didn't even notice that. What a little stinker. Did you see that? She was wagging her tail, and then the other one went over there to go nip him. Oh, that's me and my daughter. Protesting, yeah.
Are you from here or
Yeah.
Winnipeg, like, or Manitoba?
Yeah, we're all animal rights activists. And those are the turkeys at Granny's going in for slaughter, so you can tell that they're soaked in urine. And that one actually looks dead right there. And their legs get slammed indoors and stuff as well.
That's the shop in Bloomnor.
Yeah, that's the slaughterhouse in Blumenor. Yeah, and that's my son. That's why the petition means a lot to us about them having an option to eat, right?
I get it.
And then these are happy animals at a sanctuary, because I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Yeah. Are you interested in any type of recipes or anything, or?
I kind of like what I eat. You know, it's not all cow and it's not all chicken. You know, it's just a little bit of balance. That's all.
Okay. And you probably know about our new Canada food guide, right?
Yeah,
How they
I've seen that, It's not the first time it's ever been changed either.
Well, it hasn't been changed in such a long time, too, so.
I thought it was in the 90s or something like that, the last one. Maybe even, no, in the 2000s I think they changed it. I just went through it all, and yeah, it's all different now a little bit.
Yeah, they totally stepped away from animal protein, and they made them tiny, very tiny portions, and to step away from dairy as well, and to drink more water.
Isn't that what they did?
Yeah, that's the plate right there. So like a little tiny bit of egg and a little tiny bit of steak if you're gonna eat it, and then they like I have the actual guidebook and it tells you to eat plant proteins and like plants are the healthiest thing to eat because animal protein actually causes heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancers as well because it actually sticks to our arteries, right? It's not like a clean protein like a plant protein would be. It contains saturated fats and cholesterol, and that's the leading cause of heart disease in the world.
But isn't proteins built up of like 9 amino acids? And only certain some of those acids can only come from animal protein. Now you're losing out on that. Is that not right?
Well, with it still contains saturated fats and cholesterol, so the cholesterol is what's not good for us in plants. It doesn't contain cholesterol, so that's the thing that sticks to our arteries.
Depending on what you're eating.
Yeah, like you won't eat, like let's say like you can still be vegan and not be healthy and like have lots of oil-based stuff, and oil is not good for us either, right?
Okay, There's all sorts of problems that go along. That's not the. I did read something.
Yeah, like my husband, like I love it. Like the hardest thing for me was like eating dairy and stuff like that. So like I'm really into the cheeses, the vegan cheeses. But now my husband's looking at all the ingredients in there, and it's all oil, and he wants to live an oil-free life. So I'm gonna have to start transitioning again.
Well, this is it. That's why I think a little bit of everything is just balance. That's all you got. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Because if you go to extreme on any one side or the other, I think.
Well, I've been vegan for 2
replacements for things all the time rather than eating what you like. Let's face it, if you can't have a meal that you like, what's the point?
Yeah, there's lots of really like yummy vegan meals that I have now. Like I make cauliflower chicken that tastes like chicken. It's all in the spices, so you can get the same
But if you're not a fan of cauliflower to start with, then where are you? You're back to chicken.
Well, kind of not really, because I've had lots of meat eaters, omnivores, eat my cauliflower chicken, and they're like, what the fuck, this isn't chicken? Like, what? But yeah, you all have to, when you're ready to do it when you're ready.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, it was great talking to you too.